What if I could show you a way to start generating leads for your business without having to worry about the Google Map listing, without worrying about your competition, and doing something that nobody else is even thinking about doing? What if I can prove to you that this method actually works? Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. What's up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Do It Yourself SEO, where I teach contractors, home service businesses search engine optimization, the basics of it, help them understand it so they can get their business out in front of the customers already looking for the services that they provide. And on this video, I want to discuss again another method of using search engine optimization, search engine, the algorithm, all that stuff in a different way that nobody else is doing to generate leads for your business. See, the whole concept behind digital marketing, internet marketing, and all that stuff is to get yourself in front of customers looking for the service you provide. For example, let's say I woke up one morning, been talking to the wife, we need to get our trees trimmed up. We've been talking for a while, so we start going online and looking for tree services, tree company near me, tree services, Paso Robles where I live, things like that. And whatever shows up on the search results is basically who we're just going to start to call, right? But the problem is that I'm beginning to see now with all the search engine stuff is a lot of local businesses have become wise to it. They're understanding it, they're taking advantage of it. And of course, this creates competition and makes it extremely difficult to stand out above the crowd. And when it comes to like the Google business profile, as great as it is one of the most miraculous things for a contractor or home service business is that Google business profile is it just gets you right there in front of that customer. It's wonderful. It's a place where you can leave your reviews. You can put some pictures on there. The only problem is it it still can be done. It's incredibly difficult to get into that map listing, and even more so in a very populated area with a lot of competition, a lot of people doing the same thing that you're doing. And another problem that arises from it is that it just the radius of it only goes so far, especially in service type niches like carpet cleaning, junk removal, those types of things, because there's so many. The whole point of that Google listing profile is to give the end user what Google's idea behind it was to give the end user somebody local in their area to do business with them so people will like Google more and keep using Google. The problem comes when you have a business where you like, let's say you're a concrete contractor that's located 10, 15 miles away from the main area where you do your service. Even though your business is located in this smaller town, the chances of that listing profile on your business getting found out in that other town, it's very, very difficult because you're not centrally located in that bigger area. So how do you work around this problem? Well, when I first learned search engine optimization, learned SEO, I took a course that cost me quite a bit of money, but I learned things that I never even knew anything about. And I learned about search engine optimization. It's ranking a website for particular keywords and things like that. And the way this course taught was that I needed to go out there and create a website for, let's give you the example of a carpet cleaning business, right? They instructed us to go out there and create a Google business profile for Joe Blow's carpet cleaning, right? Create a website, Joe Blow's carpet cleaning or Paso Robles carpet cleaning, whatever the town that I'm in, right? And built an entire website and structure it behind the keywords of carpet cleaning in your town. And built up that website, built up that Google listing profile, all fake stuff, all fake listings, all fake business. Work it so eventually it climbs up the search results that I will start to generate calls for that website and those leads. And I will hand them off to a business owner who's doing that service and then charge them rent for that website. They called it the rank and rent model. They called it lead generating websites. I've seen them called digital properties. They try to make it sound all like, how do you say, very gimmicky. And there's, if you go on YouTube right now, you could type in rank and rent, how you could build a business of ranking and rent. And so the whole goal behind it is to build a bunch of websites for yourself. Even though, let's say a stay at home mom or a guy that does this part time on the side, you build a bunch of websites, right? For a bunch of different niches. For example, let's say, like I said, a carpet cleaning business, a junk removal business, a tree trimming business, things like that. So you look in markets where there's not that much competition, build up these lead generating websites, get these fake Google business listings, rank them all up, start getting leads from it, and then sell those leads and rent out your websites and generate a business like that. The only problem I always had with it was, even though I was learning basically a shit ton about search engine, and I taught myself even more as time went on, the problem that I had with it was that, to me, it just seemed unethical to create a bogus business, a bogus listing, a bogus website with a bogus phone number. Everything was bogus. It just, for some reason, it just made me feel like shit. It just didn't seem right to do it. But I did it anyways because I wanted to learn search engine optimization. Once I got the hang of things and understood how the whole process worked, I took all that knowledge and I said, you know what? I'm not going to do any of that shit. It's stupid. I'm going to just do this for the owners themselves. Everything that I know, I'm going to teach. I'm going to do that for their websites and rank their businesses basically. But as time went on, I still see people building these rank and rent websites. They build them out and they still rent them out. That's the whole reason people get penalized on Google. That's the whole reason it's become so difficult to get Google business profiles, because there's so much of that going on. People making these fake websites and fake listings that Google. I always knew Google was never going to go down with it. It's Google doesn't want you to manipulate their stuff, and they've been hammering down on these Google listing profiles. Cutting them out. I even heard that there's some places where they'll even get sued. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard. I just never liked the business model. I could see how it works, but at the end of the day, and it just builds confusion between the owner and the customer, and it's just a complete, to me, it's a complete nightmare. It's completely stupid. But as the years went by, I'm like, wait a minute, let's think about this now. If they could teach me, a truck driver, how to build lead generating websites, right? And build them out, rank them out, and rank and sell, and basically sell or rent these websites to business owners, why not teach that to the business owner themselves, right? Why doesn't the business owner, if I could learn it and I can implement it, why doesn't the business owner do it, right? So if I own a carpet cleaning business, why don't I build up my own series of websites, lead generating websites for my business? Not only that, they would be legit. My business, I'm a real business. I'm a real business owner. I have real pictures. I have real information. I have real knowledge of the industry. I know the area. I know everything about the carpet cleaning business. Why wouldn't I, the business owner, build my own set of lead generating websites in my area for either different cities or different niches that I do? So over this past year, I've been experimenting and doing this, but I'm helping the business owners do this, right? So I'm going to show you guys an example of one, right? The company's called Big Blue Junk Removal. The guy's super cool. Built out his website in Modesto. That's where his main business website's at. But he wanted to hit two other towns. Another one called Oakdale, another town called Turlock. They're about 10, 15 miles away from each other from his center point, right? So what I did was, using that knowledge, I created a lead generating website for junk removal in Turlock and another one for junk removal in Oakdale, right? And then this is over a year in the workings, year and a half, maybe almost 2 years now, and just doing this, just on the side and just doing stuff. I got other examples that I'm working on. But over time, without doing much SEO other than the on-page stuff, really structuring the website correctly, these websites ranked and they started to show up and be placed in front of the people looking for that service. So now I'm going to show you those websites. So if I lived in Turlock, California, it's a small town, and I typed in the two-word junk removal, right? This is what shows up on the search results, right? Of course, you're going to have the Google ads. And how much money do you people spend on Google ads? Thousands of dollars just for this search term in this town, right? And underneath the sponsored, which is paid, and underneath the guaranteed, you're going to see this website, number one on the search results, Turlock Junk Removal. We haul it away and out of your life. This is a very basic, generic website I built long time ago, right? And there's their company, and this website generates leads. And I'm in the process of rebuilding it and restructuring it, right? So he's placed even above the map listings. Now let's do the other town. Let's say I lived in Oakdale, California, which is, I think, 10, 15 miles north. I typed in junk removal. I lived in Oakdale. This is the search results that I get. on my computer. It's probably the same on the phone. You're going to see the sponsored 1-800-JUNK. Another couple more sponsored searches. And right underneath the sponsored, you see Junk Removal Oakdale. And you're going to see a complete copy of their website from their Modesto website, right? Except completely restructured, rewritten, everything 100% changed for this city and this location. And now this website's sitting there collecting leads. Now I'm going to show you the results of the amount of leads he generated, phone calls from those two websites just sitting out there, no map listing, no ads, not worried about ranking in the map listing, trying to reach there, nothing other than just those two websites just sitting there out in the ether of the internet collecting leads, right? This is for the month of January, 16 calls for his junk removal service. Let's say you get 3, 4, 5 different six, let's say you get 7 jobs out of that. Was it beneficial? Hell yes, because they're just sitting out there. Not doing. You don't have to do any other SEO, any other Google ads, or any of that stuff out there. But January is a slow month. Let's take a look at, let's say, your busier time, September. 42 phone calls for the month of September with those two websites just sitting out there and not doing any outranking the map listing, outranking just those two extra websites, 2 extra fishing poles, fishing in a different pond, generating more leads for his business. So as you can see, this system, this method works. The only drawback to it is that it takes time to accumulate it. It's a long-term type of play. But if people do this correctly, I could see how you can benefit in the long run. And I've even thought about different techniques, like in a more popular area, let's say you do junk removal out in Phoenix. The chances of your website ranking in Phoenix are basically non-existent. There is so much competition out there. But now if I own a junk removal business, why would I narrow it down and create a website for, let's say, hoarder cleanup, right? I built one specific website for hoarder cleanup services in Phoenix. That's it. I don't know the competition out there, but I bet you it's 100 times easier to rank for that page. Perhaps I built a website, one website, hot tub removal Phoenix. That's it. I build a website for that, build up the credibility of that website, write all the great content for it, and structure that website to be found for hot tub removal in Phoenix. Maybe mattress removal. Things like you start narrowing down, building a series of websites. The same thing that I was taught, to build niches, to build websites in smaller areas, niches within niches, and then rent those websites to a business owner. Why not have that be done for the business owner themselves? Like I said, the business owner knows more than I would ever know, right? If I'm doing junk removal out in Phoenix, I'm going to know what's more populated, what types of things people call for, more appliances, old hot tubs. Hell, I don't know. I don't live there, right? But you, the business owner, would know. Same thing with concrete. I could create a website for only stamped concrete, decorative stamped concrete in San Diego, California. That's narrowed down to that one niche, build a page for that, or whatever the search volume might be. But that's just a method that I see that I'm starting to work on. And I want to start helping contractors and home service businesses to build out networks and series of websites that they can string out, spread out all over the place and generate leads for them, and never have to worry about the Google ads for those things, never have to worry about the Google listing profiles for those things, add tracking numbers to those websites. So you know the type of volume that you're getting from those websites that you have stringed out there all over the place. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys, a strategy that I'm working on, a completely different way of using SEO, unlike everybody else, where everybody's competing for the same keywords. Why even compete? Build out niche sites, niche area sites, niche specific websites, and build a series of websites that you own, you control, you generate all the leads for, and it's a long-term play that I honestly believe we will basically kick the shit out of all your competition if you do this correctly. So I just wanted to share this quick video, just something that's come up over time with me and I'm working on. And if there's something that you think might work for your business, feel free to reach out to me in my description below. I have a link where you can book a call with me. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.